Hello everybody, it is I, the one and only, Big, and I mean Big D. I'm going to show you a little maintenance on the 2015 Chevy City Express, which is a great courier van. But first I'm going to tell you that I have not officially announced what I'm going to be doing, but I have decided, but I'm not announced it yet. But what I am doing is working on the vehicle. And before I go into that, I got to do my shameless promotion. Subscribe to the channel. Smash that subscribe button. Hit that little bell dingy so you don't miss anything. This is a great courier vehicle. It gets good gas mileage. I'm going to have to replace an O2 sensor in it, but that's no big deal. Oh, I got some paper towel down there I got to get. And let me get my hand down in there. Oh, there we go. Paper towel. But going to have to put an O2 sensor on it. It's not a biggie. It's I got it off of Amazon for $45. It'll take me about 10 minutes to do it. It'll take more longer to get to the damn thing, actually. Got to find out exactly where it is in this car or van. If I don't see it up here at the top, it's going to be at the bottom. So, no biggie. I'll figure it out and put it in. But, you know what I'm going to be doing, it'll be announced shortly. It'll be another video. It's taking my time, getting things ready to go. And this engine compartment was filthy. I mean, filthy. And look at it now. Shines. It's what you see when you get it at the dealer. And I'm going to tell you how they do it. They take a pressure washer. I got a little pressure washer over there. And they take a can of gunk engine degreaser, which this is to protect them, but the shine. Yeah, that's how this ends up looking this way. And they take it's about $6-7 for the two, and they spray that degreaser all over this engine at the top here and all that. This was just black and filthy. I mean, you couldn't even see the bolts or that label. You couldn't even read that label. It was so covered in gunk that they basically just spray that on, let it sit for 10-15 minutes, and take a light pressure washer and pressure wash it all off. Then they let it dry, and then they spray this on like I did, and then they take I'll get some more here, but you can see the back end of this van is kind of cluttered and filthy, but that's no biggie because I'm going to clean the seats today too. Yes, take the foam cleaners to the seats. But what you do is you spray this on, let it sit for a while, then you just turn around and wipe it off. Now, you don't have to get it all off. You just want to get, the little loose stuff off, as you can see. As I'm going along, just, give them a little wipe down. Any place that looks heavy, just wipe it off. And it makes the engine look, and the batteries, and everything look like new. So when you go get that car at the dealership, your engine looks like this. And this is all they've done. That's right, folks. They made your engine look brand new. All they did was clean up everybody else's screw-ups. And you think, man, they took care of that motor. Whew. No, they didn't. They just cleaned it for you. Took them, 15, 20 minutes to do it. And you just wipe the overcess off. And you can see there's stuff on the rag still. And you just give it a good wipe down, and it keeps a little coating on there so it isn't as hard to get off the next time. But that's all there is to it. Now, I changed the serpentine belt, which is down in here. You can see the alternator. You get to that from bottom. It's a bear to do it, but the belt's only $24. You pull the under panel out and the wheel well plastic out to get to this thing, and get in there and pull that thing out. And I recommend that about 70,000, 80,000 miles. Because if it breaks, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg, and you're out of service while you're doing it. My thing is, an ounce of prevention is a pound of cure. Now, the one I pulled out, I'll show it to you. It's old, but it isn't cracking yet, which is a miracle. But it was an old, I don't know if it's the original one or not. I can't tell because there's no markings on it. They've all worn off. But yeah, it was $24 at AutoZone. And I got this And you can watch a YouTube video on how to replace it, and it's really simple. It pops right off. Now, as the weeks go by, I'm gonna put new spark plugs in it, which means I gotta take all this plastic stuff off the throttle body. This shroud off, all this has to come off to get the 4 spark plugs, which are under right there. In fact, you can see one's right there. See, the other ones are underneath to get to those. Now I'm gonna do that before winter hits, and I'll probably put new rotors and brakes around it because, well, it's probably gonna need it by then. And I do things before they're actually needed, then I'll put new tires all the way around it and be set for winter. There you go. Maintenance. Now, today, the front end is getting a good thorough cleaning, including the back end here. You can see this junk here. Look, you can see the filth here. Yeah, the mats have been taken out. I've got to get in here. The seats are all going to be cleaned, foamed, cleaned up, scrubbed down. Doors, everything. Just got to get vacuumed first. And then we'll go through that, and I'll give it a good washing. And just play some spray wax on it and be done with it. It'll be purty. Take care of your equipment, folks. It's how you make your monies. But you get that to that timing or serpentine belts through there. And it's easier to take care of it before it breaks than be on the road when it breaks. Because it's going to do it in the most inconvenient time where no one's around to help you in darkness and pouring rain or snow. And I really don't want to deal with that. So I take care of things ahead of time because it's really not that expensive to do. I mean, it took me an hour or two to do it, I can tell you that. But this here has taken me probably an hour. I've been working on it the whole time. I actually mowed the front of the lawn while it's sat and dried. So taking care of your equipment is mandatory. It's not, well, gee, I think I should. Oil changes, you know. Change your oil on a regular basis. Full synthetic. I don't care if it's high mileage crap and all that. 7,500 miles max. Get it out of there. Because you're going to see why you do it when you pull it out. It's just filthy. So take care of your engines. If you buy one of these used, or if you've had one and you've been driving it for a while and you got 40, 50,000 miles on it, I highly recommend AMSOIL Motor Flush because what it does is dissolve the shellacking in there in your engine. It'll dissolve it. It doesn't flake it off. If it flakes off, well, guess what? It can stop up pieces in your motor and your oil can't flow through. You don't want to do that. Now you can see that hose there? Doesn't look as shiny. Watch this. Let me get my other hand on here because I want my hose to look good. I checked the hoses now. Woo, shiny. That's right, she looks pretty. And I want my car to look pretty because I like to look pretty too. The Big D saying, yay, take care of your equipment. If you take care of the equipment will take care of you. Getting it all purdied up and ready to go. Now, I replaced the transmission under here. You pop those caps off. There's 2 nuts under there. You unscrew and pull these wipers off. And they have those little, these kind of things. Where are they at? Where is it at? Let me find where. Yeah, those. Then they're in those holes. Well, they break. You can see a couple that were still good right there and there. Once you pop them out, they break. Yeah, a little zip tie works just fine too. You know, you don't have to freak out. It's under the hood. No one's going to see it at you, and who cares if it's a zip tie or that little plastic plug. Use what you got. But you can see how pretty that engine looks. I mean, it was just filth. The top of this battery, you couldn't read those lids. That's a new battery too. It shows you how dirty it got. That's where the air filter is, right under there. And you have another filter right in there. But yeah, next thing that's going to get done is I'm going to actually flush the radiator. That's going to need to be done too, because I don't think it's ever been done. It's got 161,000 miles on it. Still running good. So hey, I'm going to keep driving it. Take care of it. It'll drive for several 100,000 miles. Don't take care of it, well, you're going to be working on it. So this is Big D saying if we take care of the equipment, it'll take care of you. Keep your equipment clean. This is dirty because, you know, I've been known for the last month or so that this is going to shut down. And I didn't worry about it, for I figured, well, when it's done and over, I'll give this thing a really good cleaning And that's what it's getting. And I might even do a video after it's all done, just so you can see how clean this thing can become. Big D saying, big things coming because it's Big D. Like, share, subscribe. Take that moment and pound that subscribe button. Till we start making monies again, later.